Hello there everyone, it's your boy and welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Now, you might be wondering, how come I'm not in the corner I'm usually in? Well, that is because I've discovered quite a vital piece of tech, and it's this point basically will mark the evolution that I'm going to be using it for this channel officially. Now, was that, you might ask? Well, where am I? Well, to answer your question about that, I am, boom, right here. That's right. We have managed to get some tech that mimics a green screen without me necessarily having to buy the hardware for it, and I'd say it looks pretty good. Sure, it's not the best it is, but this, I think, just came out not that long ago. Of course, I don't even know how long the thing is. The stuff I am talking about is, of course, NVIDIA Broadcast. Link to it will be in the description below if you guys want to check that out for yourselves. And I'd say it's pretty good, but I'm getting sidetracked along here. You're here for the next part of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, not necessarily for, well, this major announcement. So I'm going to be getting into the game here, and I'm going to cut to when I actually start the game. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, let us get going now. In case you missed the last episode, we basically did everything we needed to do for right now in Flare Pool. So now we're in Volt Forge going to investigate it because we have new equipment to be able to check out everything we can here. And we're going to start in each of the towers. Basically, we're just going to triple check everything to make sure we can clear everything from here. Hey. Easy, easy. See if we can get a missile back, which of course I cannot. It says no. You know what? I'm actually gonna have ice shot out so that way I can freeze these guys and just watch them fall and splat on the floor and shatter. However, I'm probably gonna have to switch back to missiles if I see another one of those freaking tanks. Like, you know, those scroll tanks. Well, it gave me an ultra energy, but it did not give me what I am exactly looking for. And if I remember correctly, I did that a while ago, I think. I will double check it before I leave, but you guys won't see it on the recording or anything. Come on, give me a missile back. Game's being stingy with me. So yes, I know guys, this has been quite a while since I did the last episode for that, but a couple of other things have happened since then, including me Twitch streaming again, and a bunch of other stuff. Then again, I did kind of put off Twitch streaming yet again, but I've also kind of had my own ups and downs, and, you know, negative experiences, bad things, like, you know, life in general. Alright. We got these things. I'm gonna have to switch back to missiles. Launch you from that position. And there we go. Okay. I think he tried to step onto the floor, but he got shocked, and that's what killed him. Because I only did one charge shot against him, and I know this thing is not that powerful. Those guys still will take several charge shots to defeat. Alright, so let's move on down here. This is basically the bottom level of this tower here. Oh no, this fucker. See your ass now. Alright, now I'm going to check out there eventually, but first we are going to actually go this way because we've got these live wires here, but most importantly, we have these grapple nodes that we can now use just simply by targeting them. Okay, so that was a little unstable. But we are now going to a new level, which is basically the very bottom of the tower. And what is it we're here for? We are here to see if we can pick up any other equipment, missile expansions, anything, you know, stuff that we weren't normally able to pick up. Here's that energy. Ah! No. Bad crawl tank. No missiles. This game does not want to give me my ammo back. Woo. And these here. The Morn power cell stores power sent by the lightning absorption generator currently in operation. Plus we have this one here that's trying to short itself out. A functional power cell. Anomaly in its control circuit is causing a short. Panel for the circuit's housing is damaged and can be pulled free. But of course, you can't necessarily lock onto it without, you know, first of all, scanning it. There we go. And we now have the Thunder Chip. A chip made by the Morn. A Galactic Federation engineer level 4 or higher can modify the chip and integrate it into your suit. So we now have that. Ah, shit. Lockdown. You again, Sylux? Can I scan you? Scan detect an electrical shock arm cannon. Come on. Woo! Whew. Woo. No, you don't, big boy. Nice try, pal. Reoriented. Woo. Yep. Basically, at this point, you want to keep moving. Woo. Back the fuck up, asshole. Oh, what, you think you're Dark Samus now? Nope, but you're gonna shock the floor again. Woo. He got pretty close. But yeah, if you let him get too close, he will actually, like, shut down the nearest, you know, grapple beam node that you can lock onto, and you will fall into the electric floor, which I'm assuming is going to be very hazardous for your health. Alright. And get your ass out of that air. That's right. You ain't stopping Serum, bitch. Did I actually... And hey, hold the fuck on. Did I actually do that fight no damage? Hang on a damn minute. And of course it was another fake robot. We got another energy tank, but let me just check. Did I do that fight? Oh, I fucking did. I did that fight no damage. And I hadn't played this game in God knows how long. Like a month at least. But the skills apparently never left. And I hope you guys enjoy the new camera quality. But yeah, we just flawlessly did Sylux round 2. Which I was not even... I was not even like thinking that would ever happen. But... you know, I'm not going to complain. We got a fresh energy tank, so we can top everything off, like just get more shielding. But the fact that I did that entire fight flawlessly, oh my god. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to, like, just, you know, do it as fast as possible. And before you guys ask, no, this is not on easy mode. In fact, I will go to change difficulty. Warning, lower your difficulty for any token debates rewards at the end of the mission. These changes are not permanent until next time a game is saved or a checkpoint is reached. Yes, it is still on normal. But you guys might be wondering, yes, I am able to access hard because I beat the game on my own time. So this is not necessarily blind, but I have not also played, like I said, I've also not played this in a month. But that's just like showing you, like, this is normal combat difficulty, so everything would have hurt quite a bit if I let those shots land on me. Like, that is amazing. You know what? I actually had another title plan, but you know what? I'm going to change that. I know exactly what I'm going to call this now. And because we removed the thunder chip, this floor is no longer shocking us. Oh, hang on a second, but we also got this over here. Probably fire, if I had to guess. What the hell is this? Oh. Oh, so I needed to scan it anyway. Okay, so, like an idiot, I was not anticipate. God, I forgot you could still do a spring ball with that. Oh, hang on a second. I'm gonna boost ball into you however many times it takes for me to destroy you. Like, you will be rammed into submission. And as you can see, we got more ammo expansion. And before you guys ask, I don't think that is actually available before you can... I think you still have to do that, because that entire floor will shock you if you... No, you ain't going anywhere, pal. And first things first, we're going to check in this region here, basically outside. Woo! God, can I stop bouncing and everything, please? Thank you. Get your ass out of the sky. Sit down, son. Sit down, son. You ain't stopping me today. We have these flight drones over here. And yeah, that goes to show that I already got that over here. Woo. I'm gonna have to hold off a bit, as these things will circle around this thing. But as long as you just don't try to cross while they're, you know, there, you should be fine. And we're gonna go to Tower 2 via boost rail. Before you guys know, this is not sponsored by Full Throttle or any energy company like that. I just really like their product. Alright, now let's missile some assholes. I probably overdid it with the missiles, but... Oh. Anyway, it's down from there. I'm gonna launch you... Yep, that's right, get launched out of the sky, fool. We are gonna come back later for this. And you know what? That actually does beg the question. I'm actually gonna go and just pick up the ship. Almost thought I just shucked my ass there. Just get up there. Don't care if it's pretty, just needs to be done. Woo! So yeah, if anything from Metroid Prime, electricity fucking hurts. Excuse me? Boom! As always, when in doubt, ice and missile combo will work. Yes, we've already collected that thing here, and now we stole this piece of shite. Literally, elevator is busted. But this is the best I'm gonna get in this region of the galaxy. And we already got the beam expansion, or shot expansion, I should say, that was up there. Ooh, see your ass down, son. And you can freeze, see your ass down. Woo. Come on. See your ass down. All y'all. All y'all can see your asses down. Yeah, we also have this one, and because we have grapple beam now, we can actually pick up this shot expansion over here. Yep, and that's just a psychic grapple point. You can literally scan that anytime, even the first time you're here. Nope. Bitch. Yeah. So yeah, normal. Those guys still hurt a lot. I would know because I've also been like I've also explored casual a little bit just to like get a feeling for it, and also because my brother wanted to play this as well. And I just picked that because he's not used to this game whatsoever. And yeah, those do a lot less damage in casual. Yeah. Oh no, the fuck you don't. Nope. See your ass down. See your ass down and keep your ass there. Oh, yep, that just instantly shattered you. See your ass down. No, I'm not having that. So yeah, I already picked up most of the stuff from Tower 2 the previous time that I was here in another episode. I honestly do not remember which one. Oh, now you give me ammo. Sheesh. And now we are leaving. I'm just going to switch back to missiles. Freeze your ass. Boy, you trying to do a long-range shot? That ain't how this works, son. Alright, now let's get out of here via Viola. And yes, I'm just gonna go to Tower 1 and we're just leaving. Because we're gonna pick up that Thunder Chip and we're actually... now is the point in the game where it is going to actually have us explore other regions as well. And we're gonna explore around quite a bit. We're gonna try to get as many of the statues activated as possible. But first, before anything else, I am saving because after that flawless fight, I am not losing anything else. And I'll have you know, that fight is not easy by any means. That fight's actually supposed to be tougher than the first one. No, because the first time I ever did that in my own free time, I was having a little bit of difficulty with the fight. But, as you can see, clearly the practice has paid off. And it also begs the question, since I do have access to hard mode, if you guys want me to see a hard mode playthrough of this, I will be doing it on a live stream. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that live. And if so, if you want me to do it on Twitch, if you want me to do it on YouTube, or hell, if you even want me to see it do it on Rumble. Apparently those guys also have a live stream thing as well. I could do that all as well. No, those are platforms that I do have channels on, so you can go ahead and check those out. But, moving on, away from all of that, we are going back to Soul Valley. Not necessarily for, like, any sort of collection or anything, but because we have to travel to Forest, Fury Green, and get this chip in our abilities. And yoink! There we go. Boost across this way, and get your ass out of the sky. Oh, that freaking targeted all of them at the same time, but I just had to fire one shot. That's all I had to do. Ooh, hang on a sec. Gotta collect this crystal, just simply because they're in front of me. I mean, I can't help it when it's in front of my face. Ooh, excuse me. Try not to burp on the mic for you guys, but... I'm already on the way, Mackenzie. And no, I'm not going to open the map. I know exactly where I need to go. Show your asses down out of the sky. And we are going to be doing that, and I'm actually going to cut to the point where I am going to be landing in Fury Green, so I'll see you guys again in a minute.
1 hour later.
Ah, there we are. Alright, we're back, guys. So yes, we have landed in Fury Green, so we can get our next shot expansion. By shot expansion, I mean basically beam. So we basically have fire shot, which is basically the equivalent of the plasma beam, but not really, because it does take ammo. This is just basically ice beam, but ammunition based. See your ass now. Alright. Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back, Samus. You found a new chip, right? Let me see it.
Alright, here you go. Here you go,
See what
specialist.
you brought me. This also looks like a circuit with a chip inside. This one's gonna be fun. Just like I thought. With a few tweaks, you'll be able to use a new shot.
And you know, everybody has been shitting on this guy a lot during like reviews and stuff like that.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
Alright, let's see what you brought us.
Cute.
Ooh. Thunder shot acquired. New shot type accessible. Thunder shots launch electrified rounds consuming 1 shot ammo. The thunder shot sends high voltage electrical bursts to targets and nearby objects. We also use to power some devices.
Presenting the Thunder Shot. Electric shock is effective against mechanical enemies. And I think you'll be able to provide electricity to devices. What do you think? Alright. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Yep, I'll give you that, Hollow Mackenzie. But yeah, like I said, everybody was shitting on this guy, but without him, we would not be able to do a lot of stuff during this adventure. You two okay?
Weapon maintenance, checking gear, plenty of work to do.
Alright, at least you guys are keeping busy. Alright, well, first things first, we're going to be coming over here.
Go shock them with Thunder Shot.
Speaking of shocking Thunder Shot, we're going to be shocking this and this. And where is it? Oh, it's over here. More shot expansion. But we also got a major item we can head for. Say your ass now. Even though these are not mechanical enemies, electric shock is effective against these guys, as it will hold them in place for at least a little bit. But now that we have Thunder Shots, you see all these electric locks you've been seeing all over? No more. Destroy them all. So now we can... Oh, what is this? Hang on a second, I'm trying to scan. Device design resemble Veros plant. When lightning binds the way of the instrument, Vivica's reach are brought to each day of the morn. I probably botched that entire thing up. Yet one must not be arrogant. The path on which the Morn strive will lead us beyond the use of such instruments. The one who probably controls the elemental power will lead the way to the future, guiding the soul of the Lemorn to a land of peace. The element of lightning is a prophecy. A flash and a roar will guide the path that is taken for the Lemorn's far tomorrow. Alright. So we are... So we're going to be rotating that. Alright. Shot expansion acquired. Maximum shot capacity increased by 10, and that is that right here. And while I'm here, I'm just going to check my logbook entry here for more and more. You know what? I'm actually going to be looking up this section here real quickly, because I have actually entirely forgotten where that is.
2 hours later.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay, so I did double checking, and we are not in the right area for that final lore entry, actually. So that was one where we actually didn't have the equipment for it, so we're going to need to explore that. And because we have all three of these, we are given yet another energy tank as a reward. And this tank is entirely worth it. I don't even know why that I meant to press the jump button, but that is yet another energy tank. Before you ask, yes, I am going to be going for 100%. Are you going to be able to see all of the 100 per... Excuse me. All of the things for 100%? No. Yep. Hang on a second. Let me just get out of this guy's way. Alright. So now, as I said, we're going to be going around and we are going to be looking for the... we're basically just going to be looking for all the scout bots. We're around there. Now, for basically all the locations, the scout bots are usually going to be at the point closest to it. The only exception to this being, of course, the one in Vault Forge, because that one is going to be at the bottom of Tower 2, if I remember correctly, which is basically the halfway point for the entire area. It's about as far from the entrance as it's going to be. So that's the only one that's farthest. The only other one that's kind of far is going to be the one in Soul Valley, which, ironically enough, is actually going to be at the near where you first landed in Soul Valley. So, but we're actually going to be nabbing the one in Fury Green first. Not necessarily doing more exploration of Fury Green, but we are going to be getting basically the location for the rest of the items and like expansions and stuff like that. And before you guys ask, there is also the next area. There is another area that we have not explored at all yet that we are going to need to do, but that will be a bit later in the game as well. But yeah, with all this, like, it's like, I'll be honest, it feels good to play this again. And of course we are here again, and it loads quickly because this is a Nintendo Switch 2. So that will be good as well. So basically, just to like give you guys a little recap over like what exactly the path is. First of all, we're going to be getting the statue from Fury Green, then the statue of the Scout Bot. In Fury Green, we're going to be getting the Scout Bot in Vault Forge and Soul Valley while we're at it, because those two are going to be the next closest. We're also going to be getting a couple of expansions and charge abilities as well, because you can also charge the Thunder Shot like the other ones. But, oh, come on. You, get the fuck down from there. How dare you, sir? You die and you give me a large energy process, so you have more than repaid that shit. Grievers, am I right, guys? Up, hang on a second. I think I can snipe one of these guys with missiles. Sniped. Oh, 2 for the price of fucking 1. Sit all your dumbasses down. Wait a damn minute. I could have sworn I heard an item around here. Well, I'm about to find out if I fucking missed it. But I don't think I did. It probably was just the energy that I was supposed to collect because... Oh, hang on a second. Sit down. Get out of here. No, thank you. Those guys will still go down to 1 missile, as always. Your dumbass self decided to roar at me, so take that L. And yes, we got this expansion. We're here up. Where the fuck did you go? Hang on a second. Okay, so it is over here. I remember it being in this room over here. And here it is. So, shock it awake. Now we scan it. And Mechanoid Scoutbot transmits ultrasonic waves from overhead and displays positions of detected valuables within the zone on the map. Access code approved. So, area map updated. Thank you very much for that. Unacquired items in this area have been marked, which means we are going to zoom out. There is one in Quiet Clearing, but we're not going to be able to access that for a little bit. There is one in the Reflected Chamber near Base Camp. Okay, so it's in that region. I think I know what that is, if I remember correctly. We do not have the weaponry to get it yet. So those are the only two items I'm missing in Fury Green, which is good, which means everything is accounted for, and this thing is now out of commission. So, of course, I'm not going to spoil what you need to get them, but if you're watching along, you'll probably already know what it... Hang on a second. Nope. Sit your whip ass down. You too. Get out of here. Okay, so now that we have everything accounted for in... Oh, come on. It won't even full charge shots. Woo. Sit your ass down. You think you can swipe at me? The one and only? Well, in this game's Samus Aran. You think you can just swipe at Samus Aran like that? Hell no. Alright, so now that we are out of here, snipe this fool. Oh! How dare you guys? My fucking hip fires are this good now. I was not even locked onto those guys. I just shot them dead. Dead as hell. Send them back to their mamas. Woo. And yes, I did hear an item over there, but like I said, we do not have the weaponry to acquire that as of yet. We will, however, be returning here a time or two more over here. So now, we leave, and I'll see you guys in Soul Valley.
A few inches later.
Alright, welcome back again, guys. Sorry for all the edits here. I'm just trying to make this as least boring for you guys as possible, so that way you guys get maximum enjoyment. Though not a lot of people enjoy the Metroid Prime, or enjoy this game. A lot of people enjoy Metroid Prime, but also a lot of those same people that enjoy Metroid Prime also really shit on this game. And I firmly believe that this game does not deserve all the hate that it's been getting. Yes, it's not necessarily like... The main problem that people have with this game, or the main problem with the reviews I've seen at least, is that people compare this to the original Metroid Prime trilogy a lot. Woo! Say West now. And nope, you're not spawning anymore. And I think the main problems we had, like, not a lot of people like the Viola. Me personally, as someone that's played not only the entirety of the Metroid Prime trilogy, but beaten it, two of them on the hard modes, or hyper mode, as it was called in the Metroid Prime trilogy. Those games are good. See you guys down. See you guys down. Yeet. And... Oh, you're still trying to catch up to me? Okay, well, how about I just make it easier for you? Get out of here. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of people were shitting on this game, and I believe it's not warranted. Yes, it is. Now, I'm only going to say this once, though, so listen up. Do I think this game is better than the Metroid Prime trilogy? Absolutely fucking not. In fact, I think this game could be a lot better than it is, but it's not bad for what we've got. It is not bad at all. And I don't even know why I was going this way, but, you know, for all the hate this game gets, it's pretty much unwarranted. Yes, it's not like the other Metroid Prime games. It's not like Hunters or anything like that. It's similar mostly to Hunters, and that's just because of the mechanics, not necessarily story-wise or anything like that, as this is a direct sequel to all those games. And another odd thing that I found about this is they placed the events of this game between the events of Super Metroid and Fusion, which I guess makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Simply because of the fact that there's still Metroids, but then again, those are also different from a different planet. And I guess like the Talon Metroids, they're like a separate subspecies of it, but at the same time, because of the lack of Phazon, because all the Phazon is pretty much gone, the Talon Metroids are extinct. That's right, get your ass off that cliffside. And get your ass off that cliffside too. So, as I was saying, do I think this game is perfect? No, absolutely fucking not. There's quite a few flaws to this that I have noticed as well. Now, are any of those flaws like considered bugs or anything that would negatively impact like performance or anything like that? No, it is not. Oh, hang on a second, we have this thing over here. My guess is that guy survived off that cliffside and was trying to shoot me, but... Oh, come on. How am I supposed to get up here? There we go. Okay, no. This is one we've already collected. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of... Excuse me a second. Do you fucking mind? I am trying to speak my heart out, and I keep getting constantly fucking interrupted. Not because of you guys out there. You guys are awesome. But I'm talking about those assholes that were shooting at me. Ooh, yeah. One clean roll. Have some of that. But yeah, as I was saying, is all the hate for this game, like, warranted? Well, yes and no. Like, some of the negative comments they've had about, like, some of the stuff they had for this, yes. But nothing you must understand, this is also a complete remake. And who knows how much power, like, Retro Studios had into, like, making this game. Because from what I've heard, a lot of the stuff, this particular section, like the Viola and stuff, was actually Bandai Namco's idea, which they were the ones originally going to be helping Nintendo with the Metroid Prime, with Metroid Prime 4. But that was before they decided, you know what, it's not going to fly, and they went with Retro Studios, which is a good idea, because Retro Studios games are the bomb. And we're going to get the items in, the item thing in Soul Valley here real quick. Every map updated, and we have all the items. But yeah, like I said, all the, like, excess hate for this game, like all the negative stuff, is, I think, in my honest opinion, completely unwarranted. And for multiple reasons. Number one, a lot of people were comparing this to the original Metroid Prime trilogy. This game was not designed to be a part of the Metroid Prime trilogy anyway. It's part of the Metroid Prime, I guess, series, as you would call it now, but it is not meant to be a part of the original trilogy, and it's not meant to replicate anything from the original trilogy. This is meant to be its own unique story, and I think they went with a bold, unique direction, and I think, honestly, that people were shafting them a lot because of that. Like, yes, they introduced a bunch of new stuff, and they kind of introduced a third-person perspective to it with the introduction of the Viola, which, let's be honest here, third-person in Metroid Prime actually is not a new concept. Not only because you go third-person in Morph mode, because the original game itself was initially designed to be a third-person shooter, not a first-person. It was only during the development of that they realized that first person would be a lot better, and so they made it more like a close relation to Halo, and it actually did good against Halo. It did real good. And of course, its main competitor for Metroid Prime is really Halo 2, but even then, both of those games won Game of the Year because those games are awesome. Even if Halo 2 like wasn't officially done, it's like a lot of people say it deserved Game of the Year. And you two, sit your dumbasses down. Keep your dumbasses down. I'm not dealing with your asses today. The main thing we are here for is the scout bot. And while yes, I could just go through Tower 2, I can also very easily just do this and immediately go outside and just grapple across and get to Tower 2. That's right, have some of that. Woo! No thank you. You guys can go fuck yourselves. And I'm out of here. Goodbye. They're still trying to shoot me, but they can't keep up. While we're here, we can also actually test to see that. Now, as I was saying with my original thing here, like, this game is not perfect by any means necessary. And if I'm being perfectly honest, these two, not really... Electric Shot, right now, not really the best against these mechanical enemies right now. Mainly because we don't have the charge shot for it, but, you know, oh, it is what it is. And I know I'm going to be getting a lot of shit for it, but I honestly think Metroid Prime 4 is really damn good. Like, with all its flaws and everything considered, and I've considered a lot of stuff on it, this game actually is really, really good. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on that, but it is what I honestly think. This game is good. Is it perfect? No. No game truly is. Except for the original Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 1, I was about to throw Metroid Prime 2 on there, but there's a few concepts on that I kind of don't like. But before you ask, no, the ammo economy on that game is... Ow, ow. Samus, stop running into the electricity, thank you. But yes, no, the ammo conservation is not one of them. And besides, ammo conservation, not really new as far as any, like, shooters go. But they made it new in Metroid Prime 2. Which kind of doesn't make sense in most part, but if you really consider the lore for the game, it makes a ton more sense. That's right, just get boosted into. Alright, let's see what kind of items we are missing here. I know we're missing one over there, but I do not have the equipment to access that item at this time. Tower 2. What about Tower 1? We actually missed one right at the entrance. And there's one up there, but I guarantee you I do not have access to that. And Tower 3. We're of course going to be heading to Tower 3 next. There's one we're missing near Tower 2 outside, but from what I've scanned over there, we need basically Spider Ball. And we do not have that yet. You know what? I'm actually going to switch from Thundershot just simply because I don't have the charge out for it, so it's not really going to do us a whole lot of good. Damn you fuckers. You and you, sit both of your dumbasses down. Just instantly get disintegrated. And a final kamikaze against my ass. Go fuck yourself. Now, where was I? Alright. Like, do I think the game is perfect? No. And I am saying that now, it is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. However, it is not as bad as people have been shitting on us for. Is the story, like, bad? No. I think it's generally a decent story. But let's be perfectly honest here, the worst Metroid game in the entire franchise, that title still fucking has to go to Other M. Because the gameplay overall for that is good, but this entire story is shit. Nope, see your ass down. Where even are you? That's right, sit your dumb ass down. Oh right, I forgot about these things. Now since we have this right here, we can just shock and grapple. And note that Thundershot will work against even some of the heavier turrets you'll encounter. Give me all that luscious energy back. But yeah, for all the hate this game has gotten, I find it's completely unwarranted. For the most part. Now, the direction this game went is pretty good. Do I think some concepts could have been better? Absolutely. Before you ask, no. Get your ass down. But yeah, there's a lot of things that this game could have done better. Most of it involving, in my honest opinion, I feel like they could have done quite a bit more with Sylux himself. And not just because those two fights were fake. But I feel like he should have been more like Dark Samus and not just be a background threat. Which, yes, for the most part in Metroid Prime 2 and 3, well, not really 3, but in Metroid Prime 2, Dark Samus was most entirely in the background. Now, does that necessarily mean it's a bad thing? No. Nope, not dealing with your asses today. You fuckers follow me? Oh, hell no. You both losing your goddamn shield privileges for that shit. You both losing your shield privileges for that shit. And the only items I can see down there are in certification. And one of the main things that this game could have done better is the beam system. Because they based it around the missile launcher instead of it being actual beams. Unlike Metroid Prime Hunters, which have those as actual beams and not just missile add-ons, basically. Power distribution maintenance hatch appears loose and could be torn free. Bitch! Get your fucking ass down. All y'all say your asses down. But yeah, like, I kind of like the beam idea, but at the same time, it needs to be warranted better. Like, an actual beam. And what is this? Electric shock to its counterplay will cause a debrief. Oh yeah, so just 5 shots, and it will function perfectly again. And we get more missiles. And where's this other one? At the bottom of the elevator, okay. Or this section over here, I should say. The wreck can be shattered by an explosive impact. Up, all these damn rats. And we have another psychic container here. And just straight down. Perfect. More missiles. Alright, so this is actually going to, at this point, actually going to be all we can acquire from this section as of now, except for possibly the thing near the opening. But we need to get to Tower 1 and get back to basically the entrance of this entire facility. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of things they could have done better. The Sylux Spikes being one of them, the beam system being another thing. And could they have done the characters a little better? I feel like they could have, but not by that much more. Like, the characters, they are pretty damn good as is. Definitely much better than any of the development of Metroid Other M could throw. And just excuse me real quick, guys. I'm being interrupted. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. So sorry about that. The old lady just needed a little help with something because she has trouble, like, grabbing stuff, you know. You two, get your asses out of the sky. You, stay out of my way. And yep, close the door behind me. Let's get the fuck out of here. And leap. Yes, we already got that item over there. That just needs a control beam shot. Now here we are at the main entrance. There's one item over here we need to grab. And it is... before we get mounted on that. Oh, it's just been over here the entire time. Okay. So there's, I think, one, maybe two items over here that need spider ball and other equipment to access. So we need to leave. And now we move on. But yeah, as I was saying before, like, there's a lot of stuff that could have been better. But let's remember one thing, guys. As much as people want to shit on this game, it ain't Other M. Ain't Other M, no. It's still a good Metroid Prime game. So let's save all the shit talking for Other M, shall we, guys? And before you guys ask, yes, I'm going to be doing a fully honest review based on, like, all my findings and stuff like that. But that's just genuinely what I feel. So I guess you can kind of call it a mini review, but I'm not really going to call it that. And now we're going to be heading back to the volcano region just to get the statue. Now, granted, there's a couple other things we can get there, and this will kind of be a more boring episode, but the main thing is not really going to be, well, I guess this is going to be getting swarmed. Now, while we're... Get your dumbasses down, all of y'all. Now that we're here, we have electric shot. And we can remove this. So let's get down here and explore. Alright. So now that we have a little bit of a calm time here, let's explore this region over here. This shrine thing, I guess. Ooh, there's quite a few things we can get in. Wait a minute. There is also an item over there. However, before we do anything else, I'm actually going to go downstairs, and we are going to explore. Oh, hang on a second. Didn't want to scan the door. I wanted to pull this down so we can actually use the door. Oh, hang on a second there. Plant morphology, Neo Root Spore. Root Spur variant transforms strained by drainage, permeating the sand surface into the water underground. Okay, so it's not... It's basically a new variant of the Root Spur, but it's not its own log entry, which I feel like also should... Woo! Sit all your asses down. That's the first time that creature has ever gotten that close. That usually is not that close. Usually. And... Oh, hang on a second. Alright, so there's a mote socket here. Alright. So that is that for right now, and I keep forgetting again. Okay, so we're about to the halfway point of the green crystal collection. No new thing to collect here. And this one over here. And grab one of these and pocket it over here. Ooh, we got Super Ice Shot. Significantly amplified over the Charge Ice Shot that requires more ammo to use. Launches several freezing rounds, each with more offensive power. So we're just gonna recollect some ammunition and health if we can. Nearly all of our health. And some ammo. So we're gonna collect this. Super Ice Shot acquired. Consumes 10 shot ammo. Yep, so just wait until it's fully charged and then unleash an ice storm. And of course we have the teleporter orb to get out of here. And with this here, we have now these right here. We still need to find the Super Fire Shot, but I have a feeling it's going to be here in Soul Valley somewhere. We just need to find it. But I, again, don't know where that is. But it's probably going to be behind something with the electrical shot. So we're going to go look for that right now, actually. And let me just see here real quick. Ring of Thunder. That's actually going to be our next thing. Thank you for being obvious. I am aware, first of all, get all these Golbats out of the sky. Thinking about, we're going for the Ring of Thunder Shrine. And get back down in here. There we go. And as the name suggests, switch to the Thunder Shot. And of course, this thing is just really simple. Just shock the pillars, and it will open access to this thing, which is just basically an elevator. And we already collected all the green crystal in here, so we're just going to move on and go down. More green crystal? Yes, please. Nope. I do not want to scan door. I want to do this right down here. Put it right there. And for this thing we have... it always targets the thing. Always. Charge Thundershock. Consumes additional ammo to boost power to Thundershock. Increase to the distance at which the arcs can jump to other targets. As well, we're going to just make sure we don't forget anything behind here. I think that you can see Samus Perfection quite a bit more. And now, the Charged Thundershot. Consumes 5 shot ammo to fire high voltage burst off an arc to other targets. So yeah, because Thundershot is more powerful, it's going to use more ammo for the charge shots. And the Superstar, I'm willing to bet, aka I already know what it is, but I'm not going to spoil it, is going to take more than just the 10 shots for the other one. Like I said, I don't fully remember what it is, but I know, but it does take more. So then after this, I am going to... Well, basically, we're still going to go for the super fire shot, because that's obviously the next item for that specific shot. Now, let's just see here. Source of Spring. And there's like 5 different items in this region over here. Ladder of Thought. Floating Path, Ring of Thunder. So yeah, there's quite a few shrines that we now have access to, I believe, that were previously inaccessible before that, or I just didn't find them. Whoa, hold on a second there. Don't want to miss all this crystal here. I'm just going to collect these 3 here because I'm just going to collect the ones that are just in the vicinity. And we don't forget a single crystal right there. Whoo! There's some more crystal up here. Have I been to this section before? I legitimately feel that, but at the same time, I don't think so. Because there's all this crystal here, and I would not have left all this crystal had I been here before. Oop. Here we go. Is that? No, that's not crystal. That is the other type of crystal. Yeah, this is the region we've been to before. No, the charge... Before you ask, I don't believe the charge beam will help you collect green crystals, but it always helps to try to collect other items. And speaking of other items, we have this new Viola boost tank. Which I think that is, if I remember correctly, I believe that is the final boost tank, because we have 4 maximum boosts we can use. Hang on a second. Ears a little itchy. So now we're just going to go strictly for the target points, one of which being this away. Ooh! I was just about to forget this much crystal here. That is something I cannot live with. Alright, since you do not want to cooperate with me, Viola, I'm just going to do this old-fashioned way. Collect it right then and there. I was about to head into the pit over there when I did not need to. No, there's quite a few crystal over there. You bitch! No, you ain't digging your way out of that, asshole. Y'all want to interrupt me? You get the consequence for that. And now we are here at a Thunder Shrine, which this one is the Falling Labyrinth Shrine. And Darkest Hill before it lights up in awe. Get our ammo back, and especially the beam ammo. I want to get this door open, please. Thank you. Wait a damn minute. There's multiple doors. This one immediately warrants exploration. And I don't know why my ear is so freaking itchy today. But it is. Probably need to clean it or something shit like that. Yep. Ugh. Still get stuck in corners. What are these things? Sandcrawler. There's Sandcrawler is the land crustacean adapted to the deserts of Soul Valley. Except for its abdomen's body is covered in a sharp, thorny shell. The shell is not very durable, however, and easily penetrated by standard firearms. Living groups build nests by digging holes into rock and walls. They adhere themselves to rock surfaces and live on a diet consisting primarily of insects and microbes, though they will also feed on animal carcasses and plants if the opportunity presents itself. To preserve moisture, they generally avoid discharging waste and expend as little energy as possible when moving. Poor little guys, honestly. Give me that item. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was blocking that tunnel, but a Morph Bomb will also destroy these. Alright. We got this here. Right, so now we have a boost ball spinner here. Get in the spinner, thank you. Alright, now where do I throw this? Oh, up there. Ooh. Those, I believe, are... Socket and motors revealed a psychic ball track. So yeah, we are gonna have to return here. Eventually. But we can just leave right now. We've collected another item. So it wasn't entirely fruitless, and we did open up the entirety of the way. But if you wanted to wait to do that shrine until after you get the Spider Ball, because everything obviously points to Spider Ball being a major item in this game. Oh my god. Can these things F off, please? Run the fuck over. Ooh, yeah. Get out of my way. And... oh. This is... oh, okay. Another maximum missile capacity that I almost forgot about, but this is a good... this is why we go for the statues first. Statues... scout bots. God. I am aware of where I need to go. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction, but I do not need to do that. I know Icebelt is a region that I still have to explore, as I have to explore over half of that region. Over half of that region left. Well, I wouldn't say over half, just more or less. It's only half explored. Right, and this region over here we're not gonna be able to do for a while. In fact, I'm not even... I know there's a lot of green crystal over there. I'm not even gonna collect the majority of it over here yet. Thank you, Mackenzie, but I am Samus... bitch, I am Samus Aran, and I do not need constant guidance. Did I get that other one? I did. Okay. So where would that put me at as far... oh my god. Mackenzie, can you fuck off? We almost have that, so... I know I said the next region would be the freaking volcano. I'm probably gonna have to wait for that for the next episode. Give me that. I mean, if we can get the next thing to help make this mission quite a bit easier, we will be doing it. Bitch! Oh, you two get your... they have to do all these tricks and shit. Get the hell out of my sight. See, there was an item over here, question mark. Okay, so not a point we can access quite yet. But there is going to be an item over there at a later point in the game. But like some of these other shrines and stuff, like you can probably fully explore it and cover all the shrine locations, but sometimes like the green crystal, you're just going to have to wait until the right point in the game. Get fucking owned, assholes. And I see the next fire shrine we have to... first of all, pick up the frickin' crystal, Samus. Thank you. This one has an ice shield. So this is one we could have picked up earlier, but I just couldn't find it until now. Yeah, because you only need ice shot to access it, but it probably was going to have you do, like, collect other items first anyway. So it's probably good that we waited until now to get this item. Ooh. Quite a few crystals here. Oh, hang on a second. And of course, we need to go back to Fury Green. Here's one psychic ability. Okay. Okay, so it's one of these things. But hey, we got the thing where it's going to be even faster. There you go. That makes it a lot easier. Another important reason to get the green crystal altar goals met as soon as possible. We just met the third one, so... we moving on, but again, we gotta collect all this crystal. And here it is, the super fire shot. So now there's only one thing left as far as the beams goes. Not much of a spoiler, it's the Super Thunder Shot. Consumes 15 shot ammo to launch an extended volley of high-heat, penetrative projectiles. So again, this has a lot of the function of the plasma beam according to heat and penetrative abilities. But at the same time, I think it's not like the plasma beam as it's quite a bit weaker. But Thunder, very effective against ice, and we're just leaving. But the map will reveal itself if I miss an item over here or not. Which, according to this thing, I did. So there's another item in here that's unacceptable. I'm gonna go for that right now. So what the hell is the item we missed? Oh, we missed it behind the shrine. So, like an idiot, I'm basically doing this entire thing again because I missed the item the first time. Like, I did not even realize that. And again, I do apologize about that. Behind here. Okay, so how do we get to this thing again? Ah, that's how. And just doing it up. Boom. There we go. So that's why I missed it. The entire wall was freaking covering up and the entrance was back there. Shot expansion. 10 more bullets, so to say. Because you can never have enough, but even then, I need more bullets. I need more bullets for the arm cannon. And again, this is universal ammo like Metroid Prime Hunters. So now that we're basically at this point, I've basically been recording for an hour and a half now, and I'll need to do quite a bit of editing, so I'm going to be getting the next altar thing in Fury Green. And then we will be ending the episode there. You know what? I'm actually just going to do that right now. Yes, I know I'm leaving a bunch of crystal, but this is crystal. We don't necessarily need to go for it immediately yet. And it will still be here when we get back. But I am just going to collect this one here, just simply because it is in the way. It says there's an item here. But not seeing anything here, which means the way to it probably has not opened itself to us yet. Yep. Oh, and of course we go out of Morph Ball. Alright. But yeah, as far as this game goes, just in general, I've been enjoying it. Well, yeah, some stuff did not turn out the way I thought it was. It is by no means bad. But as we launch ourselves back to Fury Green to collect the next item, this is going to be the last thing we collect, and then we're going to save in Fury Green, actually. So, just getting launched through the stratosphere at a high rate of speed. But Samus is used to it because she can pilot her own gunship pretty damn fast. Oh, just beautiful music. Like, say what you want about this game, you have to agree the music is top tier. Like, for as far as Metroid Prime music goes, this is about as standard Metroid Prime as you're going to get. With beautiful, beautiful music. And another thing about normal is that with the upgrade on casual, says these things take 2, they'll take 1 less.
Trouble on your way here?
Nothing I couldn't handle. Back in my unit, her Delta, there were missions in more extreme environments.
You're Herc. Hardcore. I've heard the stories about your unit. Any of it true?
Probably best I don't say.
Hey guys.
Mackenzie told me all about the biolabs in Icebelt. The Grievers. They were once Lamorne. Tragic.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, there goes Armstrong. Oh, we'll be back in a minute. We're just gonna go pick up something else. And by something else, I mean we're just gonna go to this altar, deposit our crystal, and then we are going to be saving. Yep, there we go. That thing's almost full. Green energy crystal finder acquired. I think it should have said green crystal energy finder. Or just green crystal finder. Radar will now display locations of green energy crystals. But I guess it makes sense given that these are literally called green energy crystals. That's also the weird section. I personally would have just called it crystal finder. At that rate.
You mentioned Grievers were actually Lamornes.
Still talking about that?
They were searching for a way to turn Grievers back in the research lab in Icebelt.
They couldn't see them as monsters. Grievers were once their friends and family. Wouldn't you try to save them?
I mean, yeah, but if my family tried to eat me, I'd run away screaming.
Ha!
It's hard to imagine how we'd react in their position. The Lamorne were good people. Brave. They refused to give up hope. I admire their faith.
Yep, the Griever, like, just based on, like, the lore we found right now, the Grievers, Lamorne, not the Grievers, the Lamorne, the Luminoth, and the Chozo are all pretty identical as far as ideologies go. But I'm not here to talk about any more lore. In fact, that is going to be it for this video. So next time we're going to continue exploring in Soul Valley, get a few more things, and then we will be on here. Probably should get a better green screen thing for that, but it's good. It will darken up a little bit of the area I found, but overall it's like not like as intrusive as like blocking an entire map. But next time we're going to continue onward. We're going to go back to Icebelt in the next episode. So I thank you guys very much for watching. Of course, if you guys enjoy the content, you already know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button and hit that subscribe button while you're at it as well. It will usually automatically ring a notification bell for you. But if you have it set to mute or something like that because notifications are annoying, if you want to, you can set those up if you want, but it will notify you when I upload next. I'm trying to upload as consistently as possible, but some days it's hard to notice, but you know, hey, life's tough. The world's crazy out there. Hope you guys stay safe, drink plenty of water, get good food in your belly, and I will see you next time, and I'll keep on grinding. Bye-bye.